Hi, everybody. I'm doing a Soul Rebirth Journey for Missy today. This is going to be really unique. They're all really unique, as I never know what's going to happen. But this one, I'm curious to see what we discover. So Missy is willing to share openly that she's been struggling with a meth addiction for 22 years. So we're going to explore this, try to help release this from her body. Then another thing is that her mother passed away. So her mother is her spiritual gift. I'm going to be connecting with her mother, and we're going to go on this journey together in order to heal you, Missy. I'm nervous and excited, and because everyone's different, I don't know what's going to happen. So I got to get all that energy out in the beginning, and then we'll just get sucked in and we'll just go for it. So. And then two, I'm gonna, you've had headaches even before you were doing meth, so we're going to explore your headaches as well. This is gonna be a smorgasbord. It's gonna be exciting. So, all right, so I don't have my crystal ball. I gotta have that. I'll be right back. Okay, I have it. I don't exactly need this, but I can't, it's sort of I don't know what it is, but it does something for me, and it feels like I'm connected to source even more when I hold it in my hands. So I just like to have it when I go through these. It does something. I need to do a journey on my own crystal ball so we can learn about it. Okay. So Missy, I'm going to connect now. I'm going to explore here so I'm standing in a space, and I'm calling out to your mother to come. There's others coming. There's this massive angel coming down as well. He's going to help me with this. He's the guy with the big black angel wings. He's like a lion in a way. But he looks like a man, but he's sort of got a ferociousness in that way. But his responsibilities are to release what are demon attachments. That is what I understand of him as of yet. I've only seen him as of just a couple rebirth journeys ago. So I don't have a name for him, but he's really profound. It's really a big deal that I'm seeing him on the scene, and I'm wondering what we're going to find with you. It's reminding me, because you had indicated about a past life. Let me just go back here. That somebody had talked to you about a past life, and that... So you were told, so that in some of your past lives that they involved drugs, and there was traumatic events, and that you were never able to forgive yourself, and that you needed healed. So there may be something more here. Seeing him on the scene tells me there's going to be some darker scenes on this journey. I'm still waiting for the experience of your mother's sensation to be here with me. So I'm just going to relax for a minute. It's almost like Spirit is telling me that it's time to continue, but I'm just going to fill my heart with the warmth and love that I experience when I connect with your mother. Because I did channel some really kind messages from her. So I'm aligning with that feeling in my heart, so I'm taking it with me until her spirit is ready to be on the scene with us. I feel it's sort of like she's really encouraging me to get started. She had wanted this for you. She really had wanted this for you. She really wants you to help you experience healing and relief and release. For her to see you happy and in a state of what is like freedom and joy would be her greatest joy. She can go dancing when she's seeing you dancing. It's something like there's some odd confidence thing about it. Sort of like, if I see you dancing, then I can't help it. I'm just gonna go dance now too. It's something like that. somehow you had been an inspiration for her in her own life, and now she wants to be an inspiration for you in your life, to make changes and to help you through this. She has no negative at all. She has no thinks nothing of, does not see you as any less or anything. She still loves you. She loves you even more, and she wants to hold you and nurture you and help you through this. She's overjoyed to be a part of this journey experience, because she wants to touch her daughter in the way that her daughter has touched her. That's what she's saying. Wow. She's really like a sparkler, sort of dazzling. Makes me think of, the first lighting your first sparkler on the 4th of July. Just because she feels that way inside. Like, I'm really happy she's here with me. That is the way she makes me feel. Like, I feel really happy in my heart that she's here with me. It's sort of like a kid that's really happy and excited for this. So I really feel her inside my heart, really feel her inside of me. So I'm taking her with me on this journey. This angel with the black wings is going to help me, wants to take me down this road. And this road is pretty gloomy. What is like fall leaves just blowing around in between really gloomy trees. The trees even feel alive with a really dark energy. Saying meth addiction is filled with dark and contaminants, and it's very hard to release from them. They are in control of you, and now you no longer have control over them. There's something about the way that they influence the body and the mind, is that now they are the body and mind, not you. That's what it does. They're saying yes about past lives with drug usage, and this is the lifetime where you are going to break the cycle, they say. Your mother already knows this. She's delighted to see your soul find relief now. That's what she's talking about. And we're still walking through this. There's leaves blowing. They're all curled up and dark. We're walking through you. It's what the experience is, in this energy way. So there's another angel on the scene. He's got massive wings as well. He's holding something like a staff with a ball on the top. And he's handing it to me. So I have this, one day we'll have a staff and this will be on it. I don't understand its purpose or whatever, but this crystal ball will still be with me when I'm an old woman. And so they're showing this to me, and now I'm taking my crystal ball with me on this journey as well. This angel had placed it on a staff with some prongs to hold it on. And now I am taking it, and it's like a silvery white staff, but it looks like it's made out of metal. And then this crystal ball on top. It's a gift from heaven, they say, for me, for my journey. That's why I take it with me all the time. This angel, there seems to be several angels really coming down. There's quite a few, actually. It's sort of like gates of heaven are opening. When gates of heaven are opening, it's like just, there's clouds in the sky, and there's just angels coming out of the clouds and down to the ground with us. We're all standing here together. It feels like Wizard of Oz style. We're off to see the wizard, but we're in the gloomy side of the woods. But at least we have each other, sort of thing. But there's lots of angels coming down. I mean, they're still coming down. Now, one after the other, that's kind of what it's like. There's more. This is good. We need lots and lots of angels to get you right. They're going to make this work. This is going to be wonderful for you. I'm just going to be patient. There's something about a white color that's getting so white that it is turning yellow. It does this to my perceptions. It's how I see it. It's like almost like white is yellow, but the white is just so white it could be silvery and then even yellow. it could be any color really, but it's primarily always shows yellow, and then sometimes silver lining, silver lining, huh? Everything has a silver line. What is that? Is that... I have to check my language, because sometimes I say things that I channel and I don't... There's meaning for everything that I say. There's meaning for every action that I take. It's always aligned by spirit, more than I realize. So I'm trying to take notice of everything. And we're all just congregating here. There's quite a few angels. We're just still here in the woods on this pathway. They're growing up. There's a giant tree coming out of the ground. This is not like a Kryon looking thing. But anymore, he starts to change. He's like changing his facade. So he's like testing to see if I'll recognize him. But this looks like a massive... This is not Kryon. This is a massive black tree energy. And he has... His eyes are... just black as well, but they have an outline, so you're basically looking straight into darkness when you look into his eyes. And his mouth, when it opens, it is opening up, and now you see even deeper darkness. So his outer is black, but his eyes and mouth are somehow even more black. But he's transforming now. Something about him. He came out of the ground as we're standing here, and we were standing in a circle, and he came up in the inside of our circle, trying to get out. But he seems to be dissolving and showing a different reflection of himself. What is a reflection of light, even? He has been purified by all these angels. This had to happen. These angels are here for a reason. They're sort of... It's almost like their wings are up. They're not out. They're just upward, but there's just this radiating energy. This is all that white that was yellow and the silver lining and all that. That was a radiating energy that was blasting into this circle here as we're just standing in a circle. I thought we were just like talking or congregating, but that is really what's going on, is this energy is just blasting into here, and now this guy is coming up in the center of us and being blasted on all sides by this angel, unconditional love, heaven energy. And so it's transforming his identity. So he's not this massive giant tree of like 20 foot tall, massive scraggly tree with no, scraggly branches. He has no leaves. He's not thriving with health. He's a scary like Halloween tree guy. So he wants to tell us a story. It sounds like he's turning into what is a man. A man that is without clothing, and he's sort of curled into a ball on the ground crying. It's like he hasn't been able to get out of this tree expression for some time. We're all here with him. There's like, but nobody's comforting him just yet. It has not been chosen for him to stand up, so he's standing up now. He's just like a human man. He's standing up now. He just looks like a regular guy. He even has some hair. He just looks like he's not trying to be the most handsome man. He's trying to be he's an average guy or whatever. He just looks like a regular guy. Maybe in his late 30s. Has some balding going on. Some chest hair. Maybe he's 5'8" or so. But he's standing up now, and now I'm going to him, and I'm looking him in the eye, and then I just touch his shoulder to let him know that he's loved and accepted here. He's turning into an angel, but he's instantly getting smaller and turning into a white dove and flying away. They said he made his choice. That seems like a good positive choice. They do different things when they make their choice. So there's a hand grabbing this bird and taking it upward. But the hand looks very dark. Usually the hands from the sky look like white hands. But he looks like he's got a dark energy. He's a big, dark man. He's almost made out of electricity. he's got a hold of this white dove. He's not want this white dove to fly away into purity or healing. He almost wants to he keeps squeezing it harder and harder. It's like the grip of meth addiction is like this. Just when you think that you're free and that you can fly, that you can do this, the hand, it comes down and grabs you out of the sky, and then it puts its clutches on you, basically throws you back down into where you were at, so you can't escape it. How do you find freedom from this? So we're gonna do this for you, Missy. Your mother's like she's like just draw a heart with a happy face, and there's your mom. I'm looking at you and I'm a heart and I love you and I'm smiling. That's like what she's like. You see what I mean about like fireworks or like a sparkler for a kid and to smile? Like that's what she's doing this. She's just like really happy, but she's just also letting us do this stuff. I don't know. I'm glad she's here with me. So she wants you to fill your heart with this, with her. She's with you all the time, every step of the way. You could call on her as a spirit guide even, to know she's here in your life helping you all the time, helping all the family. She's really loving, really loves all the family. That's really special. Wants to even help you feel that she is a part of even your body. Like she could enter your body to give you a hug in a spiritual way, you know? That she's with you whenever you're scared or you're tired or you're sad or you're whatever. She's just going to fill your body with her love for you. And that feel her in your heart too. Whenever you miss me, just draw the heart shape with the two eyes and the smile, and there you just call that mom, and mom's here in your heart. See, that's really sweet. That's what she's saying. She's saying that the 9-year-old needs this drawing as well. That you are talking about this. There's a massive eagle that is coming out of the sky, and I'm talking massive, like 8-foot wingspans, like a Gandalf the White style. He has those big eagles that come when the moth talks to him. He's meddling with this hand to release this bird, and the hand's even turning into a white man as well. It almost looks like this guy, the original guy, but he's just massive. He is destroying himself. Is this? He tries to fly away to freedom, but then he becomes his own greatest nightmare. That clutches himself and throws him back into his own addiction. They're showing us about meth addiction, what it is like, and how it is so hard to release from it. Because you feel like it is in control of you, but you are also in control. You are also doing this as well. They're showing it in this form as a man doing this. Maybe there's a resonance that maybe you know a Caucasian guy that is sort of inspiring the challenge as well. They're not saying anything about that, but this is how they're showing the wisdom. So I'm not going to make any conclusions. That's for you to contemplate. So I'm trying to change the vibration because it's almost like there's a drama between these different mindsets. This tree that's sort of destroyed tree that's even scary looking, dissolving in angel light, turns to a man who has just given up, and crying. Now he's standing up and feeling strong again, and he's turning into a bird to fly off. But now he himself is clutching himself, but it's like a giant monster comes out of the sky and takes hold and throws you back to your pain again. But then the monster turns out to be yourself, yourself doing this. But you see how the mind is in a state of manipulation because the meth creates the manipulation. And the meth then is sort of like a demon or something. in that way that is very hard to separate from. And they're saying this is coming from echoes in other lifetimes, as you had indicated. That is the truth. An angel is sort of this eagle. So they're showing how angels and other animals, even sort of spirit guide animal, like this massive eagle is a spirit guide. I mean, it is a massive eagle. A good call on this eagle to be a spirit guide. They're saying this eagle would be honored to be your spirit guide if you would ask it of him. He will help you get out of the clutches of meth addiction. Your mother is here for you. All these angels are coming down for you, Missy. And they're showing me how spiritual entities, spirit guides, all these are continually trying to help you get out of this, because you call for help, you actually ask for help. But then once you get freed and once you receive help, now suddenly the addiction itself creates the challenge that throws you back in. But we never stop helping you. We'll never stop coming to try to help you. They really want to showcase that every time you call for help, you are surrounded by angels and masses of angels ready to help you get through this, get out of this. So they're just explaining, they're helping us experience this challenge that you're faced with. So this is important for the first part of your journeys. This has to be revealed. They have not shown me a past life as of right now. They are indicating that yes, this has been a series of lifetimes with this challenge. And they're indicating how human beings look at people with drug addictions as sort of like they're lesser human beings because they have a drug addiction, and they sort of give you get like a dirty sort of, people would see you as dirty or whatever. People don't. We need to see that every person is dealing with a unique challenge. They're not dirty people. They're not less intelligent. They're not all these different things that sort of get in the labeling or something. That really is a challenge. The soul is actually exploring the soul is exploring a challenge in order to grow and learn in profound ways. You have to be so proud of yourself. It is not easy for a soul to choose to enter into a lifetime to experience drug usage and now be trapped in a cycle of lifetimes where this is a continuous thing. This is a huge mark on how amazing your soul is. It's not a mark on you as a person at all, but how amazing your soul is, and your mom is so proud of you. She does not look at you as though you are less of a person because you're a drug addict. She's like, wow, my daughter is the most amazing soul ever. That she would put herself, explore such a very difficult challenge, and now she's still here to talk about it. There's so much love for you in your soul exploration of this. You are actually praised and adored for this. You are not looked at as less. You are looked at as much, much, much more. The cup is overflowing with how much more you are because of these choices. So see how amazing you are and how much you have to be proud of, because you're choosing a very challenging exploration. It is so hard, and even still you cannot get out of it. So we're going to help you get out of it now. They said it's important to talk about this so people can start seeing human beings in different ways. Seeing their worth and value as a soul, exploring a challenge. So, something really peaceful is taking place here. It's almost like, I can't describe it. It's that ultimate peaceful sensation. It happens sometimes where it's just sort of, and maybe you start relaxing and it's like the bed is just so cozy and everything is just so right, and everything is just in such a balance that I just feel this ultimate peaceful sensation. It's like this sort of, So, like Dove, like soap showcases itself as like the ultimate soap because it's not actually soap, it's Dove or whatever. Like they have Dove chocolates, like it's not your average chocolate, it's made out of silk or something. There's something odd about this. This sensation is some sort of liquid, like I'm taking a milk bath, but it's like Dove silky, some sort of liquid, and everything is this cream color. And there's something really amazing about it. I feel like I just need to stay in this cream color for a while, and just be cozy in it, and then let my body completely absorb this sort of Dove liquid. It's like milk. Like some. It's not the angelic. I sometimes see this sort of angelic white liquid that's sort of really soothing and burning and toxic sort of sensations. But this Dove stuff, this is different. It's like a cream color and it's thicker, but it's not solid by any means. But it's not like water either. It's got a sustenance. It's got it's like soap that liquefied, but it's not a liquid. I'm just letting this do its thing right now. I'm gonna just take this and fill this space. The guy, this road with the trees and this whole space. I'm just gonna fill the ground with this liquid and this trees. This is obviously some spiritual medicine that will help you with this. It's doing something here. It's like the ground is bubbling and it's turning into a liquid. But it hasn't yet. It wants to alter its expression, but it hasn't yet. I just got to give it time. I basically, I have like a bathtub full of this stuff in my mind. But I'm just, I might as well have a hose of it. So I just hose everything down with it. It's filling in everything. Everything is being coated in it. So I'm just going to coat it all in it. Like it's, got a chocolate coating, but it's this Dove stuff. And the ground too. And then the sky, and the sky as well, where this bird, and the hand and the guy. I'm saying the sky is this guy does have a reflection in your life somehow, and he's got to go. He too is struggling in his own way, but he even has like a demonic sort of. He isn't a demon, but it's this thing can make a real monster out of some people. I don't know why, but ever since I put this Dove stuff on this ground, I really don't like this guy at all. I don't like the way he makes me feel. I don't like his behavior. Only demons make me feel this way. Demons make me feel like I don't like you at all. I don't like the way you are looking at me. I don't like my human senses are telling me that there's something about this guy that isn't helping me thrive, he doesn't make me feel good about myself. So demons cannot lie. They can't. They are in the spirit realm. They are exposed, absolutely. A human being could really showcase themselves as a very good person and be a real nightmare on the inside. And it would be much harder to tell then, but in the spirit realm, there are no mistakes, and there's no way you could misjudge who is a demon or who is a reflection of unconditional love. They're asking me if I do see him as a demon, and I'm saying he still looks like a normal, this human being, but he sure feels like one. So I'm still waiting for everything to alter. This healing is just taking time. I'm just waiting for this to soak in and expose something. And to do something with this man who's still sort of holding on to this bird while this eagle is trying to get it out of his hand, and other angel has come down as well to help the eagle. And that's sort of stalled out over here. There's clouds. We're still on the ground. The ground is trying to alter its sort of complexion or dynamic, and it hasn't quite changed yet. So I'm just waiting, I just sensing the sky. But now the ground is sort of giving way to what is a massive black shoot of energy. This black tar geyser. Like, I expect to see quite a lot of these with you, but this is what it's like, a massive one. So let's just say, I don't know, like 20 feet around, 20 feet. It's just and then shooting up with full force from the ground. Black liquid, like oil and tar liquid. It's just, that's what this negative energy always looks like. It looks like tar or oil or black liquid. They're saying to let it come out. It must all come out on its own accord. I was gonna try and just dissolve it, but I am to let it come out, so I am. This is actually a part of your body that is releasing a lot of this pent-up negative energy. It even looks like it's somewhere in your digestive system. I'm just waiting. I'm just going to have a sip of coffee while we're waiting. A lot of black liquid here. I'm just gonna go to these angels and see if they want to have a dance off while we're waiting. You guys want to hang out for a little bit while this tar geyser's going nuts over here, and we, it's like me and having to wait is just I got to do something and get antsy. Something doesn't feel right when it's too quiet, and I'm like, I gotta do something. Everybody's stalled out. The whole scene is stopped. It just completely stopped. I actually feel something changing in the way everything just stopped. It's almost like a sheet of paper we're gonna rip out of a book. There's a messenger, a bird. I honestly feel instantly like lightheaded. Just give me a minute here. Alright, so this white bird, it is not a dove. It's like a seagull or something, just coming down with a message in its beak. So I'm going to take it out of its beak. It's not in his little hand, it's in his beak. So I'm going to take it out of his beak, and then we're going to read it. I was looking for a silly bird tongue in that weird beak, but these animals in my soul rebirth journeys, it just makes me laugh anymore. So I'm unraveling this like curled piece of paper. It's not particularly large. Oh, excuse me. It's energy waves and the yawning. I'm not tired. I had a great night's sleep. I really did. Okay. So I'm here with this bird, and I'm opening this like crinkled piece of rolled up paper. It's not big, very big, like a little square paper, and it's thin paper, and it makes a crinkling noise when it's unraveled. It's almost like it's hardened enough where I almost feel like it's gonna break. Like the paper it's not your average paper at all. It's like it was old school, made from pulp of trees, or however you make paper, but it's sort of matted. It's different. It's like homemade paper. It's invisible ink, I guess. There's no ink on it. I'm to go into the document as usual. Kryon's now here with me. He's like him and these soul contract things. He's asked me if I think this is a soul contract. I say I don't think this piece of paper is. I think this piece of paper is wisdom. And he is a reflection. He is the reflection of a soul contract to me. He's sort of he somehow works with them. I don't. He somehow maintains the balance through. He literally, Kryon is revealing himself to me as what is a master of sort of souls who choose to explore darkness work with Kryon to accomplish their soul goals. So if the soul wants to experience tyranny of any kind, you're somehow working with Kryon. It's interesting. I'm telling you, he's like the ancient one of the. He would be like one of the first ever souls. Is super ancient, so old, and his voice is so low. I mean, it's so low it doesn't even have a sound. Is what it's like. His energy is like his energy is like the heaviness of the physical realm. Only Kryon's dense energy could create a physical universe. That's kind of what he's like to me, and he helps souls with their incarnations. With their learning, soul learning. So Kryon being on these soul rebirth journeys is appropriate. He himself is the reflection of a soul contract. That's what it makes me feel right now when I see him. But this paper from the bird is like wisdom from heaven. He said that is correct. Said that everything is correct, even the way I have identified him in this sort of as a creation or an expression of the infinite. He said that he does work in the dark in order to help souls in their exploration. It's sort of like you leave the light in order to sort of break it and remold, and then you have a whole new appreciation for the light. So this exploration of drug usage is sort of breaking your soul in different ways so that it can remold and have a whole new appreciation for life in different ways. So he wants to help your soul accomplish this. So the soul then chooses to experience these things. But sometimes the choices are made in the life itself. The soul just feels inspired to do things differently. And now it is simultaneously working with Kryon in order to explore what you didn't even know you did this. So you don't just go die and now you create a new contract. You actually, these things are also made while you are experiencing the lifetime as well. So your soul contract began lifetimes ago. This one did. It was a decision made in the lifetime itself when this began. The soul felt a need to know what it was like to do something bad, I guess. It gives you know that it's bad, but yet you do it anyway. That's what happens. People who choose to do drugs, they know it's bad for the body, but they choose to do it anyway. So now they're choosing to explore darkness, right? They're choosing to see what darkness means to them. And there's nothing wrong with that. Obviously, drug usage is enough that it can do very terrible things to your body, to your mind, your emotions, to the way you treat other people in your life. But again, it is a learning experience. It can be a very terrible learning experience. But that is the value of it, and it shares wisdom. So then it is a beautiful thing too. You have to see things in this way. So the energy is really amazing right now. It feels like a waterfall of love coming and pouring through you. Love for your choices, your soul choices. You are not rejected you are loved for your choices. You have to know that this part of this is that it's as if this challenge sort of makes you feel disabled or like you're not strong enough to override it, or you love yourself less because of these choices. They're saying love yourself more because of these choices. That's part of releasing from the addiction, is you have to love yourself more for the choices themselves. And now the more you love yourself, the more you understand that it is okay to walk away now. because your soul has chosen to experience this, and you're ready to be done with the experience. Your soul has a right to choose to be done, and that's what Kryon's here for. He's to be release your soul from the contract, because you're choosing to be done with it now. And so there's something releasing out. The energy is like really amazing, and so it's I can't even tell where I am anymore. I just feel like I'm in the clouds or something. It's like some sort of fish that's a fountain and is just pushing something out, and for some reason I just feel like I could just stay in this. I just push this. I don't know what it is, but it's sort of like I don't know if this is what the high feels like, but I could just stay here forever. It just feel really high up, and I feel like purified by it. Like everything is perfect, That's what it feels like. And it just feels like I'm the fountain that is in the balance and the oneness. And it's just, I don't know what it is, but the sensation of water, being a fish that's a fountain and the water coming out of my mouth is like, I don't know what it is, but it feels awesome. That's just so weird, isn't it? It's not right, but it's right. So, it's like my spirit guides are like, only Abby's would merge her soul with the fish fountain. And like, I guess I didn't know I even did that. I quite liked it though. So now I'm out of the fish fountain. And we're just hanging out in this cloudy space. That's like white clouds were above the white. They're just some spaces are like white clouds and some spaces are like Halloween. I mean, this is how this wisdom showcases itself. So I feel something better. Something about like reality setting back in, and I'm starting to feel like I'm a normal person again. I just feel a lot better. I feel good just being in the reality, just the normal reality, like the normal day-to-day feeling. I actually just feels fine to me. I don't have to be the fish enjoying the water coming out of my mouth. Like that's not my identity. My identity is not a fountain. My identity is a human being, right? So there is a fountain here, and the clouds are dispersing like they were a fog, and now I'm seeing reality, and I'm just next to a fountain, in like a park or something. There's buildings around, and there's people around and bicycles, and there's some trees, and I'm just here. It's like you would see a fountain in like a park or something. But it's a really pretty fountain. It was built to be a pretty fountain. I don't know why I'm inspired to drink this water. I just want to flush my body out with water really badly. Like, I need to get this water. I'm so thirsty. I'm just so thirsty. I just need to drink all this water. That's the way I feel right now. It's almost like now I'm starting to feel worse, because I can't seem to hold on to the good feeling of reality, and now I'm starting to feel sickly, and like I really need a lot of water. So I'm just consuming water right now. And this massive eagle's in the fountain. He's just perched on top of this fountain. It's not necessarily a fish. It's got different layers to it. And I don't really see the fish, but it was just sort of some sort of part of statuesque part. And there's a dry spot on top that he's just sitting on, up there, in the center of the fountain, watching me. I basically say, I am done. I give back my meth addiction now. this has got to be a really awful back and forth charade, like constant battle of what is this high, awesome feeling, purified, amazing, up in the clouds feeling, then coming back to reality, but then going down worse. So, and then just trying to get back to normal again and feeling like you can walk away, be the bird that is flying away, and now that sort of has your clutches again, and now you need to go back. It's like some terrible vicious cycle. It's even like making me feel awful. Cause like, please do not put me back in that super high feeling. I don't want to go up and down. It's hard on my emotional body, to just constantly be altering it all the time. So your body's starting to, learn a behavior, right? So how is it unlearn that emotional behavior? Like an elevator that goes up and then it goes way down and then it tries to level out again, only to feel like it's getting worse, and then it has to go up again. So now the body has been trained to have this response. So how do you untrain the body? It's like people who smoke. Maybe they can get rid of, maybe they could chew Nicorette gum, but now they don't have that cigarette in their fingers. And now it's sort of, the body has this habit, it's trained its fingers to feel something. It's like me and my crystal ball. Like, if I don't have that thing in my hands, I feel weird. I gotta have it. It's like like the smoky. So now you have these different trained, learned behaviors. The body has these learned behaviors. So that's part of the meth addiction too. These learned energetic behaviors of going up and down, and the body's just, it needs to go. Once it starts leveling out, it doesn't feel right, so it starts to get sort of go down worse, and then inspires you to take it back up where it feels right again. It needs to just be up there, and then it just keeps teeter-tottering. This eagle is a really big deal. He really is showcasing himself as a companion for you. A spiritual companion. And I'm telling you, he's the biggest eagle I've ever seen. He would eat me for breakfast. That's how big he is. He's like a Gandalf the gray, Gandalf the white, whatever. He's one of those size eagles. So now there's somebody talking to me, and they're whispering. It's the sort of whispering sound, but I obviously have to wait until I can download it and understand what it's saying. There's something altering here. It's almost like I'm standing before Kryon as though I am you, and I'm handing you this agreement, the permission slip, which is to release from my meth addiction. I'm handing this to Kryon. Kryon has already read this, he says. I already know. I don't know what it is. It's a humble sensation. Like, please help me. Please release me from this. Please, I do not want to keep dealing with this anymore. I'm tired of it. We are going through all these emotional responses as part of it. So just waiting him with Kryon here. He's not a super tall guy, head of the clouds kind of. He's he's like my height or whatever, so we're just talking to each other. I still have your mom in my heart. I'm seeing these other spaces still, the fountain and the park, the elevator. I was even writing an elevator up and down when I was describing that. There's sort of the Halloween space with the dove. Dove. That was a white dove he turned into, and then I thought of dove, some sort of moisturizing thing that your body needs. They're saying I'm really close to the end of the, I'm going back through, and Spirit is reassuring me that we are on track, and that this is going to be completed. I just have to make sure that I don't forget some of these things, because sometimes I do need to go back and then do more healing, or sometimes they just release them automatically. I never know what it's going to be, so I have to keep reminding myself. Something doesn't, I just don't like that. I don't know what, some feeling is just, they're saying I have to go into this feeling and I need to face what is there. This is the purpose of this angel with the black wings. You have to face your own demons, so to speak. I'm going to go into this feeling. It is pretty rotten feeling. It's almost like a bunch of really rotten entities are in here, and they just smoking and partying. And they're just feeding off of this addiction of yours. There's several of them. Like, let's say, just say 5 guys of different sizes and shapes, and they're all hiding in the dark, and they're just laughing and having a great time. The feeling is pretty gross. They always feel really bad. Oh man. So, I've got my crystal ball. I forgot I had that, my staff. I'm just gonna just knock it on the ground. Just like I'm knocking on their door, like, hello, I'm here. This crystal ball is starting to light up with electricity and light even. And it's sort of alive, electrically charged. It's definitely alive. It is sort of falling off of its holder now, and it's rolling on the ground somewhere. I don't even know why it's somebody's coming out of it. It's almost like a white flame, but it's almost like a spirit too. And it's twirling, and it's making a swirl out of the light. And it's cleaning up this whole space. It's even making light fill this space, and all these guys are just being sucked up into the white light. They don't even have a choice. They're just going into it. They're just being removed. I didn't even have to do anything. This angel with the black wings is here, but I don't. He's here somehow, but he's sort of not. I'm not seeing him standing next to me, but he's somehow here in another alternate dimension, just watching me do this. Something else is manifesting now. The crystal ball is, I don't know what happened. The energy, the ball, and now it's rolling up the staff and going back to its little propped spot. Back on my staff, and then I don't know how to describe what just happened. It was sort of like all that white light energy that was in a swirl, sort of came down, and then blasted in my crystal ball. I had like a movement related to this, and now it's manifesting over this sort of table as a sort of a darker energy that is contained in a white light. And it's crackling and making sort of a it's like the white light bound the dark energy up, and now it's in a cocoon of white light. It wasn't about it choosing or not choosing the light. It just got bound up in the white light, and now what the white light, I don't understand. And sometimes all right, the energy is just changing, so I can't even speak right now. They're like, stay with this, do not fall asleep, Abby. So the energy is pretty intense right now. So I'm still in this room, and it's really dirty. It looks like there's a really huge like college party, and there's like beer cans everywhere. There's just cigarette ashes everywhere. It's just really dirty in here. I mean, you might as well expect pee on the floor and some people passed out. It just looks, and like vomits in some places. It just looks like it's been pretty gross in here. These guys don't have any, they don't, this is their joy. They're just So the energy of what is taking place between this white light and the black on the inside is, it's like they're in sort of a like a friction with each other. And there's even a sound that it's making. As I'm just standing here watching this, I don't really know what to do right now. I'm just gonna wait a minute and be patient. In this thing, it's sort of like it's getting stretched out up and down way, so it's stretching out, and as it's stretching out, it's getting thinner. This dark energy on the inside is thinning out, and so it's just this white string now, and it's now the white string has just disappeared. There's no explanation for what that was. That is what happened. Now there's some others on the scene. There's even more of these angels with the black wings. And these guys, there's like a bunch of them right now. They sort of work for this other massiver one. He's like the archangel, like the leader angel. And these guys, there's like, it's almost as if those guys went into the light and they transformed into these angels. It's like these demon angels, these demons that transform in the light that take on this sort of angel expression with the black wings, and they're here to do like the work of the divine, to help transform demons even back into the light. It's really weird. I don't understand what this is. It says, if these guys are now here before me to help undo this damage that has been done to you. They've been working with your soul. This has been a soul attachment for a while. That is what this is. These guys have been with your soul for a while, not just this lifetime, more lifetimes than this. They've been following along, and now they are choosing to release from this, just like you are choosing to. But this crystal ball did not give them a choice. I mean, it just wound them up. I mean, it just basically took over, wound them up, and then just that's what happened. So I just have these guys here in this room with me, and I'm expecting them to clean up this mess. So they're on it. They're like, they're super fast. Like, I can't even see them. They're so fast. They're just flashes of waves moving everywhere to clean this place. And now it's spick and span. In the spick and spanness, the ground breaks and there's this massive oil ravine or something, like this oil spit. This is just massive space of what is dark liquid. This whole room is just busting up, and now we're like in an ocean of black liquid. This massive archangel with the black wings has lit a torch of blue fire, and then is using it on the black liquid and is dissolving instantly. He's doing this for me, so he's like, she won't use blue flame, so I'm just kidding. It's like, I like to try and do this other ways. I'm not just, blue flame instantly dissolves black tar, but I'm also interested in seeing what else does. I'm not here to just do what works every time. I want to actually learn about other things and how they interact in different ways, It's like, this works, but I want to see what other things do. So now we can learn about how other things interact with it. Black liquid. So he's just doing this, and it's like this blue flame, and it's sort of like they're doing work together. They're sort of flying around, and they're lighting they're sort of just heating this whole thing up with blue flame all over the place. And we're just going down, 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 and this blue flame is just eating all this black liquid right up. And we're just going down. This is huge. This is very huge. I'm just waiting for us to go down, this to all go down. It is. There's just a lot of it. I mean, there's just a lot of this contained energy. This has had to go. Oh man, as this going down, I'm starting to get sleepy. Okay, still doing it. I feel like man, I mean, I'm getting really sleepy from this. It's just doing it to me. It's just going down, 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 and I'm on like a pedestal, like a little, I don't know, an island. It's just like a little, I don't know how you would describe it. It's a piece of land mass that goes straight up. It should fall over or something. It's too thin, but it's sturdy, and I'm just standing on it. All this liquid's going down, and there's sort of like an open ravine that is just going down. There's this much. It's just taking a little bit of time to get it all burnt out, I guess. Sort of dissolved in this blue flame. It's seriously affecting me. I don't mean to be yawning, but if they could just hurry that up, I'll be feeling a lot better. Hurry up, blue flame. Do it. Do your job. Like, it's doing its job just fine. There's so much of it. This is... Man. I can't get it to alter yet. I just have to sit here and wait. This is part of your experience too, is you're gonna feel this. It's like all the black, it's like negative energy just burning away. So I'm just feeling it, and it's just going down. I feel we're almost to the end now. It's like I'm ready to rejoice here, because this is a relief for me to feel this at the end. And it's almost like now this has been a part of your body for a really long time. And so it's sort of, what is a body standing up now and brushing this work off, this old ravine off, is just crumbling and dusting off. It's somehow on the outside of your body, though. And just dusting it off now. It's like whatever was inside your body got transferred to the outside somehow, and now it's just a bunch of dust, like a sandcastle was built on top of you, and you just stood up and then just dusted it all off. But it's specifically around the digestive area, that's sort of your stomach, tummy area, just dusting it off. And you're just standing up. And even jumping up and down. And there's that white bird is here again. This time it has something in its feet, a piece of paper for me. I'm just opening it and showing you as you're jumping up and down. I'm not even looking at it. And now it's sort of dissolving, and it's not even in my hands anymore. Now this sort of man is trying to grab you. The man that grabbed that white bird is trying to grab you and pull you back. He's really far away from you and cut off right now, but he still has a slight hold. He's still able to reach you somehow. But you're like on the beach, and you're jumping up and down, and you're feeling really happy. I'm just going to go to this arm. I'm just going to go right straight into him. I'm just supposed to disconnect that realm from you, that entire space. I'm to disconnect that entire space from you. There are angels with this lightning bolt rod, so it sort of looks like a sword, but there's no blade. It's just lightning bolts, and they use it to cut cords that disconnect from any attachments. So it just sort of, so we're just slicing off that space from the beach area where you are, so nothing can even reach you. Nothing can. And it's just sort of going off into the distance now. It's really a dark area. Oh my gosh. As I'm watching it go, it's sort of floating on this massive black cloud of energy. And all these angels that were over there just on our beach section now. The source light is pulling this whole space into it. That's a massive space. It's much bigger than I ever could imagine. It is a massive space. Miles of space. Is what it feels like and what it looks like. It's just gravitating like a landmass is just gravitating in the sky, and what is a big massive black cloud, and is gravitating, and even the sky and this other cloud and the bird and all that is gravitating into the source light to be digested and transformed into something new, like flowers and stuff like that. Happier things, positive reflections. So the source light is like really hungry for negative energy and really likes like it likes transforming it. It's like its greatest joy is to transform the negative into something positive. It's like loves this. Let me digest all of your negative energy and then regurgitate it for the baby bird of positive energy. It's kind of like what it is. It's really weird like that. It's like a giant stomach, and it digests things and transforms them into positive. It's sort of like, so you have Mother Earth, right? And then you have Father Sky. And so Mother Earth does this too. She digests, negative and turns it into positive. So like CO2 to oxygen, or, all that garbage then gets transformed into, soil and stuff like that. So sort of Father Sky has his own digestive way about him. He sort of absorbs it into this massive source light cloud. And it's like a digestive system that transforms negative into positive too. It's kind of neat. That was a huge thing. That was a big deal to get that out of there. I'm telling you what. I'm exhausted from that. I feel like I feel like I could go take a nap for a few hours. Just feeling that disconnect was so massive. Oh my gosh. Wow. I'm not able to fight it off yet, and it's still in this digestive state. It hasn't completed. So I'm still like connected. I gotta disconnect from that somehow until, so all I can do is just wait, I guess. I think a lot of energy. It's a lot of energy that is like it's being pulled out of you, drained out of you, and it's needed this for your body is just like I haven't slept right in 20 years or whatever. Like all this sort of just been sucked out. 20 years of this has just been sucked out, and I'm just like ready to go to bed now. That's how a body feels. So I'm just waiting here. It does feel better though now. It does. I'm starting to feel better now. Like I'm starting to revive again. With my energy. I'm starting to feel a lot better now. I do. I even feel like I can stand up in a state of freedom and complete disconnect. I do. I feel like I'm a lot stronger now. I feel like I am in a state of freedom or free will. I don't want to have any spaces. I don't, I'm done with the park and the fountain and the sort of insane thirst. I'm just all of it. I don't know why, but I'm standing up and I'm walking away from everything. Every image that we've seen, I don't even care to see it anymore. I'm just so tired of it. I'm literally walking away from all of it. That's how I feel right now. And so I'm walking away from it all. They're like, where are you walking to? I was like, anywhere else. I'm done with this whole charade. I'm just done. I will walk wherever I want to walk next. And they're saying this is the rebirth journey. When you are ready to stand up and walk to the next thing, now you're letting go from the soul contract or releasing from it. Ties to the experience, ties to the physical, emotional, mental, spiritual attachments to this exploration. Now you are releasing and walking away. Now you are going to be reborn in the light as a brand new expression of the divine, is what they're saying. You have completed your contract. You've completed it. That's what they're saying. The energy again is doing that thing to me again. Like I've been waiting. It's like I'm so tired. Can you imagine how tired? What a long journey. Lifetimes of journeying through this. It's no wonder I feel exhausted. You know, it's like how many miles can I walk before I collapse? Now now we're at the end of the finish line, and I'm ready to collapse and just sleep, and then whatever happens next, just take me anywhere, anywhere I could possibly go. Anything is better than this. I'm ready to see the world and do new things, in a reflection of joy. So now you can understand why the soul chooses these dark pathways, because now once it is completely broken and is ready to move on, now it has a whole new appreciation for joy and love and those types of experiences. Now you could go live a very happy life and appreciate every moment of it because you're done with that. You're ready to return back to the light and experience the gifts of love. And joy and plenty and bounty and good health and all of that. You're ready and you're willing and you're open to receiving that, and thus you are being granted that. They're saying, so this is your expression, is standing before Source Light, sharing this whole journey and experience through my own experience, right? That has been you sharing this whole time. You and your mother sort of, it's this whole thing has been you and your mother going through all of this together. Even though it's me speaking and me experiencing it, but it's the whole time has been you and your mother. That is seriously, and you are standing here before the Source Light saying, I release everything into the past. I don't want to see it. I don't care to go back there. I'm so done with it. I'm ready to be embraced now by this love and transformation. I choose rebirth. Your mother's sort of like, go get him, girl. We're ready. I've been ready for this for you too. Really excited. Really wants to be a part of your everyday even. That's pretty neat. She really does. She really is into the family, into your life, into wanting to see everybody be happy, into just wanting to be a part of your lives still. Just because she's not there in the physical, she's absolutely involved in the spiritual. She wants to still take care of everybody, like a spirit mother to everybody. That's really neat. It's not always like that. In this version here, she is absolutely like, I'm gonna take care of all my kids even while, in spirit. Like I love you kids so much. I love, you guys so much. I'm still gonna be your mother. It's like she's dedicated to still being your mother. And she loves you. She'll be there at every turn. She even still wants to it's almost like she just wants to clean the house and bake cookies and stuff. I don't know what it is, but it has to do with tending to the needs of the family, as she wants to be involved with helping everybody. She's really like an awesome woman. No frowns. She wants to just be smiley and happy and celebrate life. And she will help you celebrate life. She wants to make everybody happy. And she's really proud of you. I mean, she is massively proud of you right now. She's clapping and jumping up and down and just feeling like, ooh, she did it! Like that kind of feeling. And so you're just really strong. And you really are growing like these massive golden angel wings. And you're before source light, and the source light is just like clouds of coming to you and then just enveloping you in energy. They're asking, do you feel this energy? Do you feel the energy, Missy? Embracing you, holding you, healing you, filling you with unconditional love, releasing all the attachments, freeing your soul from this exploration. And they're calling it a gift to the divine. Freeing your soul from this gift to the divine. We know you are ready now. We know that you are tired even. We know that you are ready to be released. And we are here to hold you and allow the release to take place now. What is like even a parachute blowing off into the wind, like we just cut this cable and this parachute that you've been sort of hanging on to for a long time, taking you to this through this exploration has just now been it's just being blown off into the wind. So you just gravitate down. You're just on your own now. You're like a free woman to do the next thing, whatever that is. You're just so strong right now. You're just massively strong right now. You're sort of doing something very unusual. You're on a cliffside, and you are on. It's like you are on top of this cliff. You made it. It's been a long journey to get to this point. You even grew what are like snakes out of your back, and then the skin just sort of fell off. You're sort of, it's like it was a part of a parachute though too. It was really weird. It was like cables or something. So you can even see attachments like as like snakes, creating a cabled attachment to something the soul through to a soul exploration. So this sort of entire sheet just of what was like snake snake attachments in all these different directions just literally came off, and now you just throw it over the side. It's no longer needed. It's not. We'll just let the earth digest it or whatever. It's not. So now everything is dissolving. You're letting go. It is so dissolved. You literally are blending with literally. Can't believe I'm seeing this right now. So my expression, I have many different. I have an angel version. I have this mother snake version. I have other versions of my expression, but this one is she does this gift of rebirth. She's the mother snake. I thought she was my spirit guide for a while, and now I realize that my higher self, that is my higher self. So she is in this red vapor, and she has all these snakes coming out of her backside. She's a snake as well, but she also has a face of a woman. She's extremely profound entity. And you are standing before her without fear or anything. You're somehow ready to embrace this sort of gift from her. And so your souls are merging together, and she's surrounding you. The amazing thing is she has this sort of menacing sort of outer layer, but then when you go into her, it's just like she loves you so much. Like she's just holding you so close, and thanking you so much for the super long journey, because it's been very hard for your soul. And she's like warming you and loving you with so much adoration and reverence of your soul choices. She literally is holding you in her heart, and thanking you for everything. That's a big deal when Mother Snake comes and says thank you to you. Especially because she's pretty, I'm still trying to comprehend her, which means I'm still trying to comprehend my own spiritual identity, right? That's pretty normal. A lot of human beings are. It's hard to comprehend a spiritual identity when you're a human being. So you just make baby steps, and baby steps is a big steps for human beings. So it's like so much love pouring into you, and she's really nourishing and healing you with this red vapor energy, all of you. She is healing every part of you. There's no part of you that she is not touching. You are completely surrounded by her love, even. She says that you too walk the pathway of the snake, and it is not always easy to walk the pathway of the snake. You basically choose to walk down a very terrible road in order to shed a profound skin and be reborn in the light. She says you're being reborn today, and it is my greatest honor to rebirth your soul from this extremely long, extensive, lineage of lifetimes. It has been time. Your soul had to be broken this bad before it was going to release. You are going to be very strong and self-sufficient after this. My experience is that, wow, I can't even believe how you feel right now. I don't even know who you are. You're not the same person that I connected with just a little bit ago. You are not. You are now leaving her expression, and you are turning into a white dove, and you're flying away. There's sort of like quite a lot of menacing background, like really bad memories, but the further you fly, it is so far in the past that they can't even be seen anymore. They don't even have value. They have no hold on you, so you just keep flying and flying and flying in the opposite direction. And there's nothing, that the grip of that guy is not even close to you. It can't even stretch his arm to get you anymore. Everything that is so far in the past. Obviously, you can always, you get to choose, and this bird right now, this white dove, is choosing to fly and fly and fly and fly and fly as far away from that direction as possible. But it is sort of beating with this heart of so much warmth and love, and it is so alive and exhilarated with life, and the freedom and free will to choose the next place. It has no relationship with the past anymore. It's been flying so far and is feeling so much freedom from that. It even is carrying something in its beak, which is sort of like going to create a new nest somewhere, a new life. It's got like pieces of, stuff to make a new nest in its beak. But it's almost like it's got mistletoe or something in it. Don't birds have something, white doves? Aren't they shown as having something in their beak? Maybe a plant or something? All I know is that it's got something in its beak, and then it's flying to a nest in the tree. And it's just wanting to start something totally fresh and new, and it is this beautiful reflection of love. Just going to see what this is. Sort of this menacing energy here, and I'm not going to leave this until I see what this is. I'm trying to go up higher, 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 and I can't see its head. This has to do something to do with headaches, I think. I just keep going up and up and up, and I cannot get to its head. This is still going to be looming over until I heal this. This is a big guy. He might as well be He's standing so tall I can't even get to his head, and he's way off the planet, all the way out in outer space. He's super out there. I can't even get to his face. He won't let me see his face. He won't. So that means I'm just going to have to do this differently. You're gonna let me see your face. I'm gonna do an eyeball look into you. We're gonna look into each other's eyes. He can't grow any taller anymore. He's weakened by this energy that I emit. This has something to do with something like stress. Like the body seemed to know what it was going to experience in this life, and then it was undergoing some sort of sensation of stress. And it would be related to these past lifetimes, because the body seems to know when the soul enters into it what it will be enduring, and it was stress related. And it was stressing out and creating headaches, because it was basically freaking out over all this wisdom it was downloading about these past lives. It is really going down big time. This bird is completely safe in this nest, even feeding other birds. They're just happy. They're like a happy family together. And this other thing is just altering. It really wants to release its hold. It's trying to. It's just plummeting down. This is a really serious deal. I'm waiting for him to just plummet all the way down so I can remove him from here. He's trying. It hasn't quite happened yet, but it will. It's almost there. Now the trees are growing really big, and they're shielding the bird from this energy. As this energies continue to come down. I'm telling you, when it was out in outer space, it's like he was the size of the universe with 2 legs and a torso, and he just never could get to his head. And he's like made out of stretchy material, so he's stretching down, he's bouncing back down to the ground. So it's taking that long to get him to come down. And the trees now are growing really thick around this bird with the family and protecting you from this ill energy. They're even creating like a canopy around you, like holding you in their hands. Mother Earth is holding you close to her. That's just so wonderful, this energy from Mother Earth that is just beaming into you right now, into your family, into this loving interactions between these birds, the white doves even, baby birds in this nest too, and it's just so much. It's almost like all the trees are now surrounding this whole area, and it's sort of like in a cocoon of Mother Earth, Mother Nature, just plants and trees just sort of swarming around and making a cocoon, holding you all inside. Sky is just evaporating now. He's just evaporating. They said that he was just... he never was a spirit or anything like that. It was just a reflection of this. The long journey of your soul was this long. This insanely long, and that was the body's reason. It was under a great deal of stress because the body knew that you were going to be experiencing some of these things, these choices, and it knew it was gonna be bad. Everything where that man is now something else. It's just some odd things coming out of the ground. It's just sort of letting out some last bits. This is evaporating. The sky is just evaporated. They're wanting me to surround this space in an orb even. It was like this massive orb. It's like my crystal ball is like back on the scene. It's got a mind of its own. It's like a massive orb like that, and it's just, but it's got a bluish hue to it, and it's got this really amazing sort of energy on the inside. It's surrounding the space with the trees and the birds, but it's also inspiring other sort of leakages to come out of the ground. It just has to come out. The more loving energy you put into places, it inspires the lesser energy to just naturally come out on its own. So we're just getting this sort of last leaks out. I'm putting this orb into the ground some as well. It is filling up with a really intense energy. I'm telling you, it is being charged with energy right now. Spiritual and electricity is what it is. And it's so profound. Nothing else could be in here of a lesser vibration than this charged spiritual electrical fire energy. It's crazy right now. I'm even getting really hot from it. And this orb is slightly in the earth, and then around and is surrounding these trees that are also sort of cupping or holding this sort of one tree with the branch with the bird family in it. It's this massive energy orb, globe, and massive healing going on here. The orb now is like popping open and sort of dissolving. The energy has been absorbed by everything. So now it has done its job. It has released all of this energy. It's like medicine or something. It's got a really cool, it's just got a cold sensation to it. But it's a refreshing, like wintergreen, or like it's a cool, like it's a cold taste that is refreshing, you know. But it's sort of using this on everything. Okay. I'm asking my spirit guides if we are done or if there is anything additional. They're wanting me to see that there's an angel here that is like a small child. She has a red candle. She's all white. Everything about her is white. But she has a very distinctive red candle that is lit for you. It's kind of cool that it's red. It's really eye-popping against this white angel. And there's a flame to it. It's like a normal candle flame. It's like that's one red candle going on a birthday cake, ready to celebrate day one. Every day you need to celebrate as your new birthday. Day 2 is your next tomorrow. You know, day 1 you celebrate. Day 2 you celebrate. Day 3 you celebrate. You're 3 years old today. You're 4 years old today. You're 2,000 years old today. That's what they're saying about this. Every day you will celebrate is what they're saying. You will celebrate with joy. And like fireworks and kids, happy kids and stuff like that. The pure side of celebration that is healthy and joyful. And eat your cake. Enjoy it. Today's your birthday. The red candle. The red candle is like still lit. You can't burn this flame out. Every day is going to be a new candle lit for you. And so much smiling and happiness. And rejoice. This is a pretty big deal. All right. Well, that's it, Missy. That's your rebirth journey. That's pretty nifty, huh? All right. Well, that's all for this rebirth journey special. More rebirth journeys on the horizon here. So thank you so much for this opportunity. Missy has been amazing. Remember, your mother is in your heart. So just draw a heart shape, 2 eyes, smile, and there she is looking right at you. She loves you. She loves the whole family. She's like still a mother, even. She's just a spirit mom. She's taking care of everybody as the spirit mom. mom. That's kind of cool. So spirit mom cheers on the family team. That's what she's like. She's like the spirit soccer mom or something. I don't know. She's pretty funny like that. I don't. She's pretty like insistent on being the spirit mom. She's really neat about it. Okay, so that is all. So thank you so much, Missy, for this awesome opportunity. I'm definitely wishing you all the best.